What do some of the athletes struggle with when they come into your school? And so
Yeah.
would you like to add anything to that, or?
Yeah, that's a great question. And the things that I see people struggle with are not always the things I think people talk about. You know, talks about time management and everybody talks about organization, things like that. And those are super important. And some people do struggle with those. But what I think gets kind of skipped over is just the sheer exhaustion of what it means to physically play at a different level. I did triathlons a couple years ago just to do something different physically, you know, not swimming as much anymore. And I would finish a race and I would want to sleep the whole day. You're going to feel like that after every practice. So it takes a lot of time to build up the ability to kind of move past that physical exhaustion. And that's not something that anybody can really, like, I can't teach you that as an academic person. I really support you in navigating some of that and some of those challenges, but I can't teach it to you. So I think just as much as you can, being prepared for some of the things you can't be prepared for, which sounds really weird, but you know, you're just going to be playing at physically at a level that you've never experienced before. And school is harder in college. One of the things that I do with a lot of my freshmen, I talk about this concept called Bloom's taxonomy. You can Google it. A lot of times in high school, you're kind of at the bottom of this pyramid that they have, right? Where you're learning facts and figures, and you're being asked to repeat things, and they want to know that you have this information in your head. When you get to college, you're not being asked to spit information back out. You're being asked to apply it, right? So one of the most common things I get from students after their first test as a freshman is nothing I studied was on the test. And that so often is not the case. It's just that the way they ask the questions is different. They're asking you to, they don't want you to tell them the definition of a pen. They're going to give you a situational question and say, what kind of tool do you need to use in this situation? They think you know the definition of pen. They want you to apply it in the real world. That's college level thinking. So that's the other thing that I see people kind of struggle